The first to wish you a happy new year. And it don't seem possible for another year to have come and gone, but the calendar sure don't lie, does it? So it's goodbye 2021 and hello 2022. You know, for me, New Year's Day is a time mostly of looking forward and wondering what the new year has in store for us. You know, I'm an optimistic person most of the time, but the past couple of years have caused my optimistic nature to change somewhat. You know, this pandemic has hung on far longer than most of us could have ever imagined. And, you know, that's certainly not a surprise to God. You know, in Colossians chapter 1, verse 16, Paul writes that for in him, Jesus, pertaining to Jesus, for in him all things were created, things in heaven and on earth, visible and invisible. You know, we can take comfort that God isn't surprised by COVID because he created it, right? So here we are, January 2022, and I'm wondering, what will this year bring? Will COVID finally end? Will inflation rage? Will people actually want to return to work? Will the world economy crash? Could it get that bad? You know, so my questions as we enter 2022 seem to all be of a negative nature. But hey, I'm sorry, that's just my conditioned response to all the science that the experts have been wrong about so far. But guess what? You know, I don't always trust science because science is often an attempt by man to dismiss God. But my faith makes it easy to trust God only. In Jeremiah chapter 29, verse 11, God said this to Jeremiah, and I'm reading from the NIV here. For I know the plans I have for you, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you a hope and a future. The King James Version says it this way, for I know the thoughts that I think towards you, thoughts of peace and not of evil, to give you an expected end. A hope and a future, an expected end. God promised that to Jeremiah, but I believe that we have the same assurance. But how can that be in these uncertain times? Well, it's because of Jesus. And if we just simply believe that he is who he says he is, if we would believe that his suffering on the cross made a way for us to live with him forever in paradise, we can claim that promise of an expected end. Because we will know then in our heart that Jesus is truly our only hope. So let's go back to what Paul said in Colossians chapter 1, verse 16. God created all things, both seen and unseen. So he created this virus, and he certainly is aware of its capability to change, and he knows exactly how long it will last. You know, friends, the Bible does have a few things to say about time and how God manages it. 2 Peter chapter 3, verse 8 tells us to not forget this one thing. With the Lord, one day is as 1,000 years, and 1,000 years are as one day. You know, it's interesting to me that the Hebrew calendar has us in the year 5782 now. You know, the Jewish faith does not recognize Jesus as a Messiah, although Christians certainly do. Many Jews believe that the Messiah must appear before the year 6000 on their calendar. They believe his arrival will usher in 1,000 years of peace. The same period is what the Christians believe is the second coming in the millennial reign of Christ. So, friends, time is marching on, and God knows when to bring an end to time as we know it. So, let's not be discouraged, but encouraged by the passing of another year, because every passing day brings us one day closer to his return. And that's when it gets really, really good. So, friends, if you don't know him yet, let January the 1st, 2022 be the day that changes everything for you. Just send me a message or call me at 606-922-3959. That's 606-922-3959. day or night, anytime, if He is speaking to your heart. We can pray together, and I can guarantee you that God will change your life forever and for all eternity. So, until we talk again, friends, Happy New Year, eternal blessings and peace, God's blessings on you all. See ya.